There is a common and yet profoundly absurd attitude among us, feeling ashamed of being Catholic. This is called human respect. Now, who is ashamed of being in good health? Who is ashamed of having an interesting and well paid job or a loving family? Nobody, evidently. On the contrary, we are proud of our natural wealth, health, professional life, family, and we even tend to flaunt them. Why then, is the bizarreness of the human spirit that we feel ashamed of the supernatural riches that are ours, of our Catholic faith, of divine grace? Can we shy away from them? It is incomprehensible, and yet it is an evil all too widespread among Catholics. The fault, the vice that should threaten us in good logic, should not be shame but boastfulness, pride. If I am a friend of a king, a politician, a movie or music star, a famous athlete, I want to proclaim it from the rooftops. Why then, if I am a friend of Jesus Christ, Son of God, King of kings and Lord of lords, do I rather tend to hide it? Human respect is in itself the most stupid and inconvenient thing, and yet it paralyzes us every day. What do we fear? A smirk, a biting joke, a bitter word? It doesn't kill anyone. In our Western countries, the fact of being a Christian only rarely exposes people to more serious consequences. The Christians of the East, they who live under the yoke of Islam, expose themselves to humiliation, imprisonment, and even murder. However, see how they react. They show themselves publicly as Christians, with their clothes, crosses, and medals visible. The processions prescribed by the Catholic liturgy are a way of demonstrating our faith in public. The most ridiculous thing, in short, is that we expect not to be recognized as Christians, when those in our relationship, our co-workers, know very well that we are. They realize by certain attitudes or words that escape us that something special inhabits in us, and they did not take long to make the connection with our religious belief. And even these co-workers who we think will laugh at us, it happens sometimes, but it is not martyrdom. Expect from us, at least some of them, clarifications, answers to their questions, explicit or implicit. They are disappointed, and rightly so, if we softly remain silent in a conversation in which a Catholic should intervene. There is only one solution for the honor of our Lord, for our own salvation, for the good of the souls with whom we live. Change the course of the train and rediscover, with God's grace, the quiet and humble pride of being Catholics. Let us express our faith in every circumstance in which it is useful, without unfounded fears, without false modesty, without hesitation. The world needs the light of Jesus Christ, and we have no right to hide it under a bushel. Our fathers did not hide it, and that is how they built Christendom, the towns and villages at the center of which rang a church, with its steeple raised above every house to call men to prayer, where the sumptuous cathedrals caused admiration in its passers-by, singing to them the glory of the Most High, where Calvaries covered the paths and crossroads in honor to the Passion of Christ, where so many priests wore the cassock as a standard. So many men and women religious with their habits fill the streets, making each passerby remember their eternal destiny. Let us not shamefully hide our faith. Let us not be afraid to manifest it, lest we merit the condemnation of Christ. Whoever is ashamed of me and of my words, also the Son of Man will be ashamed of him when he comes in his majesty. Let us rediscover this overflowing joy of being saved by the grace of Christ, and expressing it in a timely manner with ease. As Saint Ignatius say, if the soldier spontaneously talks about war, if the merchant talks about his trade, and the lover talks about the one he loves, it will be normal for the Catholic to talk easily about his friend, his benefactor, his redeemer, his God, our Lord Jesus Christ. The more intense the light, the more the darkness recedes, the more the Catholic life shines out publicly, the more the shadows of apostasy will dissipate. Let us therefore revive in us the simple pride of being Catholics. I am Catholic, this is my glory, my hope and my salvation, my song of love and victory. I am Catholic, I am Catholic.